There, hello. Hello, please remember to hit the like button, you guys. Good morning, good afternoon to some of you, good evening to some of you, depending on where you're at. Well, thank you, Shelby. Same with you. Hey, Cranky. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Shannon. Hey, Rima. Hey, V. Hey, Carla. Portugal. Wow. All right. Hey, Leslie. Hey, Channy. Hey, Tamia. Hey, Charisma. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Miss Takumi. Hey, Anna. Good morning. I'm good, Rima. How about you? Hey, Tawania. Hey, Susan. Hey, Gamma. Oh, my gosh. I will, Gamma. Hey, Kiki. Kiki Lemon Pants. Hi, everybody. Hey, Jeff. How you doing? Hey, Leo. Hi, Leo. Hey, Amy. Hey, Adriana. Sandra. Linda. Oh, I couldn't possibly say all of you. I did, Tamia. That's great. Oh, good, Rima. Hey, Glenda. Yeah. Thank you, Cynthia. Yes, I'm definitely sending out blessings for everybody's, for your mental and emotional and physical health. Yes, absolutely. He will keep doing it, Leslie. He will. Yep. He's very inquisitive, wants to see what you're doing. Hey, Cher. Got to turn it off and reboot it up. Cher. Your heart monitor. Exactly, Leo. It's a key. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your face. Shouldn't touch your face anyway, but don't touch your face. It's coming, Leslie. It's coming. Probably pretty much when this corona thing ends, too. We sure do, Michelle. Hi, Rosa. Hi, Rosa. I know, AJBH. I'm glad you're being busy, though. That's good. Thank you, Susan. You do? Hi, Blonde Raven. Hi, honey. She's good. She's good. And how's your man doing? Is he getting any better? Acting right? Did he finally give in and try to get right, so to speak? Mary, I think it'll be there around probably till June or July. That's what I think. Could be even as late as August. Hey, LaDonna. Hi, honey. Yeah, Amy, I know. No, AJ, I didn't see it. I've been having a lot of trouble with my email. Oh, of course, Rima. Anytime, honey. I love both of you. Dan's the same, no change. And I know that's frustrating to you. I know it breaks your heart. I get it. I get it. Oh, boy. That's good as Mom told him that, Leslie. Hey, Payman. Hey, Shaquana. Helen, you were right. I'm working from home. I love it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I already saw it was happening. I already saw it was happening, Shaquana, when you talked to me. Okay, HF. All right, HF, if you need to book 2, do me a favor and email me, and I'll look for it when I get off of here. Just email me. Let me know for who, and we'll take care of that right away. Yeah, he will, Blonde Raven, because unfortunately, his whole life is a lie right now. He lies to himself. So you can't figure he's not going to lie to you because he lies to himself every single day. Oh, nice, Leslie. Yeah, there might be a little delay on that, but I feels very positive. Yep. Hey, Teardrops. Hey, Google user. Hey, Angel. I don't think so, Google user. Not right now. I don't think so. Scotland and the UK went into lockdown 2 days ago, Sharon. Wow. Hey, Barb. They're coming. Right, Purple Rain? Love that. Hey, V. Yeah, it's okay, V. He's got to go through it with that person first. Just be patient. Turned 55. Where is it? Oh, thank you, Iris. God bless you. Happy birthday. Hi, Crystal M. Yeah, I think a lot of things are put on hold. Payment. I really did see a delay. I think a lot of things are put on hold. But the confirmation will come through as soon as everything settles. People don't know their left hand from the right hand right now. Tara, thank you for that donation. Thank you, Tara. Thank you, Tara. Well, happy birthday early, Bun Raven. Yeah, Payment, I think you're the perfect one for the job, and they know that. Not sure, Angela. Not yet. Hey, Christine. Yeah, Rosa, that's all you can do. And as long as it keeps throwing you stuff, that's good. That's good. It creates movement, and it makes you not stand still. Yeah, Swati, me too. Yes, Leo. Oh, Google user, thank you for that donation. Thank you. I love you too. Thank you, Google user, and thank you for all your help on here. Thank you so much. Love and Relationships Talk. You have to hit the like button. Please make sure you've liked, shared, and subscribed. All right. Most of the time, I only answer questions for people that are subscribers and have hit the like button. You got it, Jamie. Exactly, Tara. Definitely don't overthink because you can run away with your imagination, make you crazy. All right. So let's talk about today. HF? I believe so. I believe so. All right. So let me get started first on the daily. Let me get that out of the way. With the daily, I'm also going to use some of my cards that I have, my angel cards. So I want to see what messages we have for the room today. And this room will be completed when all of you have hit the like button so that you can be added into the message. Please hit the like button if you have not already. I may call on your name if you hit the like button. I may call on your name with your question. Let's wait and see. Again, if you have not hit the like button and you are not subscribed to my channel, then just please sit by and watch. Hey, Mustang. Mustang Sally. Hello. Thank you, HF. Thank you. Thank you, Aaliyah. Thank you. Thank you, HF. Hey, Angel. Yep, messages for the room coming up. Hey, TG. Thank you, Google. Hey, Go Whiskey. Hey, Jody. Back into surgery on Friday, and my refrigerator died on top of all this. Can you call your homeowner's insurance for that, Jody? You may be able to contact your homeowner's insurance. And keeping you in my prayers for Friday as well. That's my either mailman or Amazon. But I'm not going to touch it. I want the air to hit it first. I'm going to not touch it, nothing. Get my can of Lysol and spray everything. All right. Hi, Nia. Hello, Nia. All right. All right. So for the room, starting with Nurture is the first card that came up. So for the room, for 130 of you, excuse me, talks about nurture. So nurture is talking about taking care of yourself first. It's funny, I just mentioned that to somebody this morning, that you can't possibly take care of or help other people until you've helped yourself first. You need to be in a very stable environment, whether it be emotional or whether it be financial. But you need to be secure in your own environment first before you can possibly lend out a hand to help others. A lot of you tend to make the mistake to try to give when you don't even have it to give for yourself. So you're giving something under stress, under duress, and then you go to replace or try to refill your supply, so to speak, and you're empty. You're tired. You're frustrated. And you can't possibly do it because you've given everything now to everyone else. If you don't take care of yourself first, you can't possibly help anybody else. So the card here is to remind you during these strenuous times that we're going through, things that are making you anxious or agitated or feeling stuck and trapped, almost imprisoned in your own home, feeling like you are forced, which you are technically, legally, to do certain things that you don't want to do. A lot of you miss that socializing and getting out. A lot of you are already suffering from depression, whether that depression be from a loss of a loved one, a loss of a home, a loss of a partner, so to speak, but even loss of jobs, loss of income, loss of finances. All this adds up. When we go to be when you deal with situations and you become season affective, meaning that you struggle with depression based on the seasons, and the seasons talks about the seasons that are kind of dark and gloomy, or a lot of rain or a lot of snow, or things that keep you inside, like this virus is doing. It tends to make you become very depressed, again, being very sad. The anxiety, your panic attacks, things like that raise. Please don't raise your medications. If you're taking any benzos to deal with anxiety or stress or panic attacks, things of that nature, don't increase that medicine. Because number one, if you're taking things such as Xanax has a half-life, meaning that it only works for 4 hours. After that, it tends to fade down. A lot of you should consider replacing that with a time release, so it's there throughout the day. A lot of times when you're going through those moments or having that anxiety attack, by the time you take that pill, that attack is pretty much past, and now the pill's starting to work. And now what? Now you're wasting that pill for nothing. Not only does it also cause addictiveness, you can be addicted to benzos very quickly. And the worst part is that you start out at 0.25 and work your way up. And next thing you know, you're on 2, 3, 4, 6, 8 milligrams a day. Trying to come off of that medication is very, very hard and difficult as well, and dangerous. You can't just stop a medication like that. It will create seizures. So be very careful. Be very careful. Speak to your doctors about this medication, any benzodiazepines that you're taking. Speak to your doctor about those medications. Ask for things maybe like Buspar, which is a non-addictive medication, and it doesn't cause you effects when you decide to stop taking it. Some of you are mixing, and I don't know who this is for, but some of you are mixing your pain medications with alcohol. Not a good idea. Look up Karen Quinlan's name and see what happened to her. You cannot mix alcohol with many medications. So please be careful, even vitamins. Okay, another one is grapefruit juice. Grapefruit juice does not interact very well and can sometimes cause a deathly effect with some medications. That is why nobody is encouraged to drink grapefruit juice when you are taking medications or supplements. Be very careful what you're mixing together. Let's not play pharmacists at home. For some of you, it may be legal in your state, smoking marijuana. It may be no restrictions on that whatsoever. However, although it may relax you, although you may enjoy it, it also can cause depression. It also causes certain receptors in your brain to not to be able to respond in the way that they should. So be very careful with that. Other people who I'm speaking to who have weapons, and you have a right to bear arms, correct? You have, some of you are legally in your state allowed to have weapons, but be mindful, be responsible where you're keeping those weapons, okay? Make sure they're up high, make sure they're not loaded, make sure they're in a locked place, make sure you keep your ammo different place than you keep the gun, okay? You don't want to keep things and make it too easy, especially when there's children around. Not at all. Not at all. But it was very important for somebody to get those messages. Somebody else is definitely watching carbohydrates, sugar, things of that nature, because carbohydrates turn into sugar, right? So all that bread, all that pasta, all those types of things, your body breaks down as sugar. So you wonder why your diabetes is not being handled, and a lot of that has to do with the carbohydrates that you're taking in. So limit your carbohydrates to under 20 grams a day. Some are better between 12 and 15 grams a day, depending on your levels. A lot of you need to get checked with your T3, T4, and TSH, where your thyroids are concerned. But a lot of you think that's the final outcome. Ask your doctor about antibodies and antigens. It's very important to have those checked as well, because your antibodies and antigens can give them more answers than just the T3, T4, and TSH. Any nurses on here would be able to tell you that. That's good, Elizabeth R. Yeah, melatonin is fantastic, and so is chamomile tea and things of that nature. Sleepy time tea with that cute little bear on it. That definitely is a big help there. Some of you are not drinking the water that you should. Look in the toilet when you pee. Look in there. It's dark yellow. It's yellow. It's amber. You know you're not drinking the water that you should. There's no way that your body organs can function properly if you're not giving them the amount of fluid that they need. They need to be saturated with that water to dilute certain toxins that they're getting rid of, whether it be your pancreas, whether it be your gallbladder. So there's certain things that need that water, okay? So remember to get your 6 to 8 glasses of water in a day. If you're drinking tap water, please boil it first. Boil it first. And if you're not getting purified water, or you don't have something on your spigot that helps to filter out certain traces of chemicals and things of that nature, so be careful. Hey, Sorrel. So yeah, a lot of you don't think about boiling until later on, and you get a message or a notification from the health department saying, this county and that county, make sure you're boiling your water, due to, you don't want to find out later. So do it now. Be very careful now. Yeah, garlic tablets are amazing. They can cause allergic reaction. Yeah. Anything can cause, though, Sharon, anything can cause an allergic reaction depending on you. For instance, I can eat mushrooms, but I have a bottle in the cabinet of vitamins. I think it's called KOLIC, colic, and it has garlic in it, has vitamin C in it, and it has mushrooms in it. But the particular mushrooms that are in it, it gives me hives. It makes me feel like I don't feel good, so I can't take it. But yet I can eat mushrooms. I can eat garlic until the cows come home. Oh, good, Dorothy. Good. Yeah, I get it, Leo. You're welcome, Sharon. Yeah, just be careful with it. Yeah, elderberry is very good. Yeah. Elderberry is very good, Amanda Martin. Very good. Okay, so the next one comes up is perfect timing. So the next card that you had gotten with a message is about perfect timing. So perfect timing is meaning that it is not in your time that things are going to happen. You can wish for things, want for things, dream for things. But the truth of the matter is we are not in control of when something will happen. How fast something will happen, how slow something will happen. We can create distractions. We can do things that may help to get blockages out of the way. We can try to make things clear the path, so to speak, so that good things can come in. But regardless, either way, final outcome, the universe, God, your angels, they all work together to bring things to you at a very specific time, when it is meant to be there. Timing is perfectly timed only through God and the universe, not through us. As I said, you can definitely add to something. You can help not to do things that would cause a blockage or cause a delay. But at the same time, it'd be like if the universe is trying to send someone to you, but you have them blocked on your phone, then the universe could be sending them today, but you have them blocked. Therefore, that perfect timing that the universe thought it was for them to come through and speak to you, you interrupted that by having that block on your phone. So see what I'm saying? You can create things that will slow it down. You can also do certain things that will help to allow it to come in at the speed it's supposed to by not putting things in the way, barriers and blockages and roadblocks and speed bumps, all those kind of things. The Brooklyn Way says, so good, syrup or capsules. What's that? What's that, the Brooklyn Way? What's good, the syrup or capsules of what? I missed it. Thank you, Angel Wings, for that. Thank you. Yes, Leo. All right, your last card that comes up for the room. Thank you, Dorothy. You too, Dorothy Parker. So the last card for the room is clarity of belief. Exactly, Carrie, exactly. So clarity of belief is definitely exactly what you see on this card. That clarity of belief is not only what you can see, but what you can touch, right? What's real. Seeing things that are coming to you in the way that they should. Seeing things that are meant to be in your direction, so to speak, okay? So that's definitely got to do a lot with the clarity of belief. I also have the message saying, if I had only known then what I know now, I would have lived differently. Now, this message is to many of you. This message comes from the other side, from many people that are on the other side who want you to know, maybe they didn't take their diabetes seriously. Maybe they didn't take their heart condition or stroke or heart attack seriously. Maybe they didn't take family history seriously. Maybe they didn't look at themselves as with their obesity being a danger. Maybe they thought with smoking or drinking was not going to really cause a big problem for them. But in fact, somebody on the other side wants you to know that if I would have known now how serious things could be, if I would have known now, the results of my actions were going to be, then maybe I would have lived differently. I would have made different choices. So be very careful and mindful. This is just speaking about being mindful of choices and decisions that you make. Like, should I go into this store? Do I really need to go in there? Or should I have a mask on? Should I be wearing my mask when I go in? Okay. It's very important. Risk versus benefits in many situations. It's also very important to be mindful of the decisions that you're making. Are they going to just affect you? Or are they going to have a negative effect on other people as well? Are you drinking and driving? Are you not only taking a chance to kill yourself, but you're going to also take a risk to hurt innocent people? Like, who do you think you are? You have to think first and be mindful about what you're doing. If you're going to mess your own self up, then do it. But when you're going to take innocent people who don't even have a choice in the matter, and you're going to take their lives and destroy them or destroy their family, you may take a mother's life in an accident who has 3 children at home, and now those children are going to suffer too. So it becomes a domino effect just from one bad decision. One bad decision. But a lot of people have such a quick reaction instead of having a quick response. A response is when you think something through. A reaction is when you just quickly come out with it or do it. Usually turns out bad. Usually turns out bad. Wow, Ashley Sharp. So be careful. And also too, don't second guess something. If somebody walks out of your life, let them walk. There's a reason that they're walking. And that could be because the universe, God, the angels and spirits are all around you trying to free you up, trying to give you the opportunity to say, hey, okay, now that they're going, let's see what you can do. Show us what you can do. Are you going back to school? You want to become that nurse that you never became? Are you going to become a lawyer? Are you going to become a doctor? I mean, what is it that you wanted to do that the person that's with you somehow was stunning your growth, somehow was keeping you stagnant, somehow was not letting you move forward? Or you were finding that you had to focus on them so much, or you felt you did, due to your own insecurities. You may have had to focus on your partner so much that it didn't free up or give you the freedom that you need to move forward. So sometimes the universe says, hey, tower moment, guess what? They're out of here. We're making them walk. And then you're like, well, why did they leave me? Why did my partner leave? For some of us, we need to really sit back and look at it and know that, maybe they were supposed to leave. Maybe, we weren't supposed to be together in the first place. Maybe they're right. Maybe this should have happened because I was getting tired of this nonsense going on. I was getting tired of the lies, the deceptions, the cheating, the whatever. So a lot of you get to that point. A lot of you are also dealing with that point where you have trouble trusting again. It's very easy to give trust in the beginning even to a stranger. But once that trust gets violated, it is extremely difficult to build it back up. I, for one, can speak to that I am guilty on all charges where that's concerned. I do not trust easy. I don't trust easy in the first place, let alone to trust easy after I've been deceived. Now I'm going to look at it as if I am Inspector Gadget all the time. Everything gets put under a microscope, which isn't no way to live. I'm still living in my own prison by my own choice, by my own choices. So what you need to do is either accept the fact that somebody is now trying and wanting to come towards you and being honest and real. If you can't get over that, then you really should say goodbye. I need to move on. I need to start with somebody new who didn't deceive me yet and give them a chance. And guess what? If they deceive me, then they're out too. So you need to make a decision, but to stay where you're not comfortable, to try to be happy when you're not happy. If you're with somebody who makes you feel unattractive, if you're with somebody who's always eyeing somebody else and makes you feel as if you're nothing to look at, then where exactly are you building your self-esteem with this person? Are you really going to feel sexy at nighttime to sleep with them and then be intimate with them when all day they didn't look at you? You weren't enough for them? You all see what I'm saying, right? Yeah, exactly. First thing you need to do, which I need to do as well, is learn to love yourself. Learn that you are good enough. You may be with somebody who doesn't deserve you. Maybe that's why you're not good enough for them, because you're not what they need. And maybe they're not what you need. So you need to take a whole new approach to this. You need to look at it from a different angle. If somebody is interested in you, they will show it. If somebody cares about you, they will show it. If somebody wants to marry you, they will do it. But if somebody wants to just lead you on, make those fake false promises, they call it a lick and a promise, right? You never get it. So if somebody wants to be a 68 instead of a 69, then guess what? They're full of shit. They're not doing anything, because if they wanted to do it, they would have done it. You're not going to be with a partner for 3, 5, 6, 8, and 10 years. And nothing's happened yet? No. It's not about, well, when you start acting right, or it's not about, well, when we get our finances right, or it's not about, well, guess what? You're going to be together anyway. So what's the difference if you're together trying to get things taken care of together as a unit, as a couple, as a married couple, whatever? What is the difference? You're still fighting and building things together. So what's the difference? So the excuses that want to come in, the excuses that people want to make are exactly that. So listen real carefully. You know, it's kind of like when somebody writes you a letter. Don't just read the words that are on the page, but try to read beyond those words. Try to read what they really are implying through what they're saying or through what they're writing. Okay? Because people will show you their true colors before they'll tell you them. If you watch someone's actions, their actions will tell you the whole story of everything. Watch their actions. If you are everything in the world to them, yes, they may go out, they may see somebody that's attractive, but they see them and that's it. They don't keep staring at them because they're into you. You're all they need. But when you don't exist and the other people do, then that shows you that they don't have what they want. They don't have what they feel they need. They're still missing something. And it doesn't mean that you're wrong. It doesn't mean that you're bad. It doesn't mean that you're ugly. It doesn't mean you're not good enough. It just means you're not for them. It's that simple. You're not for them. And people want to try to make you believe that you are because it's convenient right now. Because maybe you're living together. Maybe you're splitting the bills, or maybe you're not even just splitting. Maybe somebody's paying 60 and one person's paying 40%. But either way, it's convenient. So when it's convenient, people stay, right? People stay when something's convenient for them. But make it inconvenient for them and watch how long they stay. They won't. Make it so it's 50-50. They have to pay 50%. You're paying 50%. Guess what? When you put the stakes up a little higher, when you put your barriers in front of you, when you finally decide what's okay and what's not okay, when you finally decide, you know, I am not going to be your convenience anymore. You get the ones who want to come over and see you when they want to be intimate, right? And then once they get that, then they're gone and they come back weeks or months later when it's convenient again, when they're not with their other partner. Yeah. Some people, you're right. You're right, Jamie. Some people, it's all about money. Bridget, exactly. You know what I'm talking about. I know you know what I'm talking about. But yes, if you look at my About section, you can find any information that you need. Go up onto my channel and go all the way over to the About section, and everything is there. But for some of you, understand there was a reason for me to say that to this room. There's a reason for me to let you know that the devil works full time. This devil was never laid off. He'll never be laid off. He will always try to go against the better good. He will always try to go against your better judgment. He will always try to make you stay in something that's toxic and not good for you. A lot of you don't like that feeling of being alone or being by yourself. A lot of you think that if you're alone, if they leave, this is how you're going to be. You're going to be down and out. You're not going to have a chance, right? You're not going to make it. There won't be anybody else. That's not true. That is so not true. I don't care if you're tall, skinny, fat, blonde, white. I don't care what you are. There is always going to be someone out there for you. And if you're not happy, then you're not supposed to stay in that situation. You're not supposed to stay. I'm not saying make a fight. I'm not saying cause an argument. But there is a time where you may have to sit down face to face and say, you know what? It's not working. It's not working. This isn't what love is supposed to feel like. Love is supposed to make you feel happy. Love isn't making you go in the kitchen and eat cakes and yoo-hoos and Twinkies and everything else because you're trying to feed something emotional that they can't fulfill. That's when you know that something's wrong. Something's wrong. So, card for today. I'm going to pick a card for today. All right, so card for today starts out for Monday. I mean, from Monday. No. Okay, whatever Monday is, something's coming from Monday. Travel. Somebody got plans for Monday. Somebody's going back and forth on Monday. Something's Monday. But Wednesday, today for the 25th, we have definitely travel coming back and forth, or news is coming in quickly. Some of you may be waiting to hear something, and maybe Monday is the day, because I kept hearing Monday so strong. That's what came right out of my mouth, so I said it. Something Monday is very important. I don't know if anybody here already has plans for Monday, because I may be tuning into you. Is there anybody here with something for Monday? Anybody doing something for Monday? Something's coming Monday. Leslie, I hope that's for you. But something's coming on Monday. I also get that a lot of you with the Two of Pentacles is going to have to make some type of decision. This may be on Monday as well. Stay tuned for Monday. I don't know why Monday is coming in so big. I don't know if there's a big news thing going to come through. Remember that I said this. I don't know if there's going to be a big announcement. I don't know if there's going to be a big closure. I don't know if there's going to be everybody's on lockdown Monday. Something Monday is coming very big. I sure hope in the name of Jesus I'm healthy on Monday. Traveling, okay. Monday. Yeah, Leo, I don't know what Monday is, but I'll make sure I'm here on Monday. Hopefully you guys can make sure you catch me on Monday, see what's going on. But there is a big decision to make, and that's what the Two of Pentacles talks about, trying to balance those pentacles. You know, there's a decision to make. For a lot of you, I get the King of Pentacles, so love offer is going to come out of the blue, or somebody is wanting to become intimate with you very quickly. Whoever this is, expect to hear from them. If this is a normal for you, this person every once in a while, this is who you hook up with because you know them, you're familiar, you're comfortable with them. So there's a hookup coming. There's a hookup coming. That's all I can tell you. I also feel like for some of you, you may be dealing with somebody that's similar to the Empress. You may be dealing with somebody who sitting very strong in their atmosphere, showing how they feel, expressing certain things to you, but at the same time, they're willing to let you, kind of like you, Blonde Raven, willing to let you come in for a little bit if you're honest and if you're real. And the minute that you're not, as the Empress, you say, that's it, I'm done. So you're taking control of what's going on. You're allowing certain things to come in, and you're also blocking certain things to come out. For many of you, I have the Lover's card, so this is in hopes of. Many of you are hoping for that relationship. Many of you are hoping for this Lover's situation, the reuniting, to come back together. You're hoping for this outcome to be the same. I also got with the Knight of Swords, messages or something is coming very quickly. So when you see the Knight of Swords, that for me, as you know, when I read Knight of Swords, means something's coming very quickly, very fast, very quickly. Some of you may feel trapped in a situation. You may feel like you're stuck. You don't know what to do. This could be also with the epidemic that's going around right now. This is definitely something could make you feel trapped. Why wouldn't it? I agree. I for one, say the same. I feel trapped with it. I feel like I'm stuck. Of course, some of you may be stuck in a relationship. Been there too. Feeling stuck, like you don't know what to do. You don't know how to fix something or change something or make something better. It's uncomfortable at this point. Some of you are definitely feeling uncomfortable in a situation or a relationship. Some of you don't want to give up because you feel like if you give up, if you quit, if you walk away, if you stop, you feel like that would mean you lost. We grow up being taught not to want to lose anything. We have poor sportsmanship in certain ways because we can't accept losses. But the truth of the matter is, the only time that you're a loser is when you didn't try. When you didn't give something a shot. Okay, you're not a loser if you did something and you failed at it. To do something and be great at it, you have to do it over and over and over so many times to get really good at it. Some things do come natural. Some people can sit down and play the piano like anything. Some people can sit there and they struggle just trying to learn A, C, E, and G when you're trying to learn just those chords like that. I know because I played piano since I was 4 years old. And I remember when I first started, it was just fun to bang on it and hear the noise, right? I just liked to hear the noise when I was 4. And then when I got a little bit older and I went to a teacher's house every day, or twice a week, I'm sorry, to Mrs. Scully was her name. I used to go to her house, twice a week and take piano lessons for an hour. Oh, I was so tired. Then my mom had me doing the flute. Then I was playing the flute. Then I played the violin for a little while. So I was doing all these different instruments. And then my mother had me in ballet. And then my mother had me in jazz and tap and all that. It got to the point where I was tired as a kid. She always had me doing something. Sometimes I just wanted to lay down and watch my Mickey Mouse or whatever I was watching. I would always go and learning how to do something, but it was a lot of fun, right? So when I talk about getting yourself away from that feeling of being trapped, away from feeling like you're stuck somewhere. Sometimes we don't understand, like me as a child, when I spoke about not understanding why I had to do piano and flute and violin. Why'd I have to do all that? What was I going to do? Did she want me to go play in an orchestra? What did she want? So I didn't get it. But the biggest thing that came from that later, when I realized, was discipline, was doing something and not quitting, not giving up, no matter how hard it was. And all the different challenges that I had with each instrument. Some instruments were easier than others to learn, kind of like learning Spanish. I used to be able to speak light Spanish. I don't know what happened, but I can't. I can speak Italian to a degree, but not enough to hold a full conversation. But I used to. When my grandmother was alive, all she spoke was Italian. She didn't speak much English to people because she was more comfortable speaking Italian. For a lot of you, you're going to go through the struggles, especially I'm going to start with air signs. You have the high priestess. So air signs, you're going to continue for the next few days even, okay? For the next few days, you're going to continue trying to separate the negative and the positives out of something. You're going to also try to focus more on the positive. I don't see you, air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I don't see you focusing on the negatives. I see you looking at the positive, saying, how can I make this work? Yeah, Heather Roos, it is very challenging, the flute and violin. Very challenging. But also they do make beautiful music. I love the sounds, especially when I played the violin. It really relaxed me. I enjoyed it. So again, air signs, you're going to separate the negatives and the positives, but you're going to focus more on the positive. You're not going to allow that negative to bring you down. As a matter of fact, you're going to look at the negative as a challenge to flip it into something positive. Okay, so that's a really good thing for air signs. Fire signs, I see you putting in the work. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag, I see you putting in the work. I see you not giving up on something. I see you being determined. Again, the next couple of days, you're being determined on getting something completed or finishing something or following up with something. Water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It's the Knight of Cups. So you're making an offer, or you're bringing an offer to the table, or you're sharing what you have with someone else. It also could be long distance communication. Okay, it also could be always willing to step up, whether that's for your children, whether that's for a lover, whether that's for your parents. But it's showing you willing to step up. In other words, you're willing to man up, woman up. You're willing to do what's necessary. It also, again, is sharing the love from the heart, because the red on the jacket for the Knight of Cups, water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, it talks about having love toward somebody that you're sharing with. So again, whoever that is that you're communicating with over the next couple days, next 3 days, it's just you sharing love, concern, thoughtfulness. And that's very strong for water signs. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, earth signs. Earth signs, be careful, because you've already dealt with somebody who's had a lot of negativity around you. You've dealt with somebody, earth signs, who tried to challenge you, to make you quit something, to make you give up, but you didn't. But you didn't, and you won't. And if it's coming towards you now, don't worry. You won't quit. You won't quit. You won't give up. A lot of you, earth signs, are like the Chariot, protecting yourselves, making sure that somebody's not getting through without the right so-called password, meaning they need to know the right things to say to you. They need to come towards you with the truth about something in order for you to accept them, in order for you to allow them action, or allow them access to you. Card for the room today, again, comes up, just like the Two of Pentacles. Now you have the Two of Wands. Same thing. A lot of you in here, especially those of you who hit the like button, may have been in and out of a situation, back and forth with something. It feels like you're going to look at the whole thing in one circumference, one circle. You're going to make a decision based on everything, not just based on one incident that occurred, because that wouldn't be fair, would it? So based on everything, writing it all down, writing the pros and cons of staying or leaving this relationship, this situation, this job, writing your pros and cons down on paper for you to see. And don't give yourself just 5 minutes to do this. Sometimes it might take a couple of days. You have to keep adding something to the pros. Oh yeah, remember this, and add that, or add this to the cons list and add that. And when you weigh out the difference, okay, when you weigh out the difference between the pros and the cons, the same way I spoke about when I said the High Priestess card, pros and the cons, dark and the light, good and the bad, the evil and the good. When you write it down and you're able to look at it, you can see it in a different perspective. Like, wow, that's right. I remember that. Like, okay, yeah, I forgot that happened. So when you write stuff down, and then you can compare. Okay, well, this negative thing happened, but I did this to repair that negative part. So can I wipe that clean? Is that an even wipe out? Okay, good. Or they did this, and then they did this. So even though they did this thing negative over here to me, but then they did this positive thing, does this positive thing, was that good enough to wipe out what they did? Or did they repeat the same negative thing to you again next month? Over and over again. And they keep over here trying to fix it after they do it. Well, like I said to you before, a mistake is surely a mistake, but a choice is also a choice. So when you make a mistake, usually that's once. You make a bad choice, a bad decision, that's a mistake. Shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have went there. Whatever it is. But when you keep doing it over and over, that is not a mistake. That is a choice. So that is somebody who gave you no consideration, did not worry about your feelings or your opinions, didn't care how much something hurt you or not. They, in fact, made a conscious decision to do something because it was what suited them. It was what worked for them, what benefited them. The hell with you and how you feel. Or maybe you're doing this to somebody else. And maybe you're being selfish and stubborn. I don't know who I'm reading for. So whichever way this goes, either they did it to you or you did it to them. But whichever way that works, when you make a selfish choice or decision and you are in what is called a partnership or a union, respectfully, you always consider the other person or how this will affect the other person when you make this choice or decision. If you don't do that, then you might as well not be in a union or a partnership because you're still living solely anyway. So you might as well be by yourself if you're going to think by yourself and do things for yourself. It's the point of being in a relationship. Point of being in a relationship is to build together. Either going to fall down together or you're going to get up together. But either way, one's not going to get up and one's going to fall. Either way, you're deciding, you know what? It's you and me against the world kind of thing. We're going to either do this together and we're going to fight off all these demons and these negative things. Or guess what? Or we're just might as well go our own separate ways. Go our own separate ways because what's the point? You know, being single is not all it's cracked up to be. And being married is not all it's cracked up to be. But when you get in tuned with your partner and you both in tune your lives with God and a higher power, pretty hard to fail from there. Unless the one person, you or your partner, decides to back away from God's word, back away from what you know is right. Stop those thoughts that are not good. Stop that, thinking, whether, no matter what it is. Let me just put it that way, because I could go on with that for a month. Yeah, exactly, Squigs. Exactly. Right. And trust me, when you walk away from somebody and they let you go, they weren't trying to keep you in the first place. They didn't care whether or not you stayed or left. They didn't care. If they cared, they wouldn't have either let you walk away or B, they would have came back to get you. Yeah, Blonde Raven, of course. Eventually he will. It'll feel like forever right now, Blonde Raven, but he will. He will. And having bad teeth goes with being a meth addict. It also goes being with crack or heroin, but mostly cocaine and meth. All that usually is about the teeth issue with a drug addiction. So for today, that is pretty much your daily. That is the information for many of you here. I hope you've enjoyed this. Savannah, stay strong. You got to decide to make some decisions. Hey, Tony Ann. Yeah, Heather Rose, Roos. Yep, it is cocaine for sure. Mm-hmm. I think Payman, they weren't sure what they wanted to do. I felt like they were kind of keeping you for security because they know you were a good catch. So Payman, I definitely think that was more about them feeling secure, knowing you were there, but still not knowing what they wanted to do. Oh, wow. All his back teeth. Yeah. You're welcome, Dorothy. All right. So if you're going to be interested, stay tuned. I'm not going to do it on here because it'll make the video way too long. So I'm going to close off of here. I'll be back in a few minutes. For those of you get in now, PayPal, if you're interested in doing a mini read, it will be $100 through PayPal. I'm not doing any questions right now. It is only for mini reads. Again, only for mini reads through PayPal. I'll be coming back on in a few minutes. So if you are interested, it is $100 US through PayPal. I will check my phone before I come on to make sure. I'll see it'll go as who came in first. Who paid first is who gets in first for the mini read. So if you're interested in a mini read, put your question in the payment through PayPal. It is $100 US. I will be back on in a few minutes. And yes, if you want a private reading, private readings are $200 US through PayPal. You can email me, moderators. Could you please put my email address up? Do you have it? Moderators, do you have my email address you can post? I think I got it. So there's my email address. So if you want to jump in on the mini reading, that is only $100 US right here live. That is only done live. That is not done on the phone. If you're wanting a personal reading, go to my About section. It is $200 US. It is between 30 and 40 minutes for the phone reading. Have all your questions ready. Unlimited amount of questions that you can ask in that amount of time frame. Thank you, Nia. So again, if you're interested in getting on here and doing live and getting a mini read to get the answers you're searching for, or at least to get a heads up on what's going on, then send your payment through PayPal with your question in the payment. You must put your question in the payment. All right. Otherwise, if you need a personal reading, email me and let me know in the subject line, personal reading needed. Okay. Right in the subject line, personal reading needed. And if you do, a regular reading to schedule with me won't happen today. Today would be an emergency reading. That is $300. If you're wanting a regular reading, that can happen between now and Friday. I can schedule you for a regular reading. Will not be today for regular readings, but it will be tomorrow, Thursday or Friday. I don't do readings on the weekend. Please understand that, unless it is considered an emergency reading. All right. Otherwise, it is $200 for a regular reading with me on the phone, $300 for an emergency. Today, you need the reading. Today, it can't wait. That would be today. So put your question in your payment. I look forward to seeing you guys. Yeah, his birthday's the same as my dad's. I know. Oh, boy, it's coming up. All right, you guys. I will talk to you soon. Again, I'm going to post this up for the daily, and then I will talk to you guys in a little bit to do your mini reads. Hurry in so you don't have to wait.